Welcome, welcome. How's everybody doing? Good to see you guys. Good to see you guys. So, put down the chat what you learned from yesterday. Was some big aha moment yesterday, huh? It's an amazing, amazing time that we have together. Super grateful to be with you guys yesterday. And let's get started going here, huh? What's your biggest aha moment from yesterday? Put down the chat. You learn about corporate housing, arbitrage, co-hosting. We cover a lot of stuff. Also put down where you calling from and what's your big why? What's your big why? Yeah, because we are here for you. Awesome. Good to see you. Elena, Dam, Amit, Monisha, Stephen, Ivette, Dyer. Get started right here, right now. Yeah. Madison, Wisconsin. All right, New York. Rodney, good to see you. Yeah, guys, you can turn on your camera. This is definitely interactive. This is live, Dr. Chow. It's not AI, so no, for real. You know, all these influencers nowadays have live webinar, live classes, but they actually it's all recording, like 90% of them. So I show up because I care. Okay, I really do care. That's why I still do this every single month, every single week. The live challenges every month with the live classes, smaller live classes every week. I can say that I'm one of the most I care the most about my students and my community because I show up, right? And I also give you guys, for those who show up here, I promise to give you the booking on my calendar, an hour of my time. Who need want to have an hour one-on-one consultation with me? Okay, and stay with me here, and I'll show you how to get that. Okay. All right, welcome, welcome. Yes, Brittany, Chico, California, Helena, first time, welcome, welcome. Boston, Chicago, from all over US, yes. What's your biggest why? What's your biggest New Year resolution? Put it down. You guys, some of you guys that learn from me, what's your biggest thing that you learned from me? Or from our team, our social media, our live class yesterday. Awesome, awesome. Welcome, welcome. All right, we're gonna get started right here. Right now, anybody did their homework yesterday to find a property, find some properties in your local area? If you did, love to have your address on here. We can look at it together. If you have a market, I want to reward you. If you have a market that you want to look at and you've done your homework, I'm going to analyze the market for you. Okay. 3 H's. What are the 3 H's? Anybody? You don't need to own property. That's correct. Financial freedom, passive income. That's right. Lisa, good. Always good to see you. Highways, hospital, and hotel. That's awesome, Rodney. In that order, too, by the way. In that order, highways is the most important because the government put trillions of dollars into the highways. So whatever attention flow, money flow, right? And then hospitals as well. That's a $1 billion company. And then hotels. Okay. Awesome, awesome. Good, good, good. Port Arthur, Texas. All right, yeah, let's just review some. Anybody did that homework yesterday? Put down in the chat some deals that you looked at, and we can analyze them together. If not, then let's analyze some deals so everybody have a fresh in their mind. Okay. We covered a lot yesterday. Difference between midterm, long term. What's the difference between corporate housing and vacation rental? And why do we do corporate housing? Anybody can tell me. Why do we do arbitrage instead of buying a property, rehabbing it, refi it? What's the advantages here? Yes, turnover, yes. Better clientele, yes. Less risk, exactly, exactly. A lot less risk. For one property that you do corporate house do that you buy the property with, you can do like 10 corporate housing, about 8 or 10. You can spread your risk out 8 or 10 times, right? And then you can also test out the market, right? You make money. That's how you're able to go to where you want to go within a few months. That's how we help hundreds of people like you making 6 figure within a few months. You know, it's not by accident, it's by design. Okay. And it's not definitely by not by luck either. It took me 10 years to figure this out. That's how I'm able to help a brand new beginner, single mom, no experience, truck driver, make 6 figure income within months, because we understand leverage, we understand risk, we understand risk to reward ratio, asymmetrical risk to reward ratio. That's what you look for. Limit the downside, right? And you know how to leverage OPP, other people property, some of the main concept. I want to remind you guys, leverage OPP, other people property, so that way you can do 1 to 2 properties a month. Imagining 1 to 2 property a month, each one cash flowing, 2K, 3K a month. You get to 10K within 5 months. You get to, 20K within 6 months. If you just do 2 a month. You see what I'm saying? How many here 10 to 20K a month will change your life? Passive income, right? And it's also limiting your risk. If your income is totally dependent on your job right now, or your business, but it's all dependent on you, then you're in a very dangerous place. Okay? What happened if something happened to your job? Something happened to the economy, something happened to your license. And I know a lot of the people are professional, doctor, lawyer, attorney, CPA. I applaud you guys. I was one too. I was a pharmacist. I was also always couldn't sleep at night because I was like, holy cow, I just did like, a, a bunch of patients. Like I took care of a bunch of patients, but I pray every single night that I did the right thing, because if one thing go wrong, I could lose my license. And there goes my entire life work. Okay. So when I scaled to 20 something properties, I was able to sleep at night much better, travel around the world, work a couple hours a week. And that's it, because even if one of the property burned down, like this fire, God bless LA. But let's say even if one of them burned down, that's only 5% of my income out of 20 houses. Does that make sense? It's not going to affect my life. And I can, with the right skill set, I can go out there and get another property like this. How many want to go out there and get property like this, right? That's the skill that I want to pass on to you. I wish I learned this in school, to invest over $1 million into myself, $500,000 in formal education, $500,000 in, informal education. So I believe in education. I believe in coach, mentor. I learned from the billionaires of my life. What I did not learn from school is how to get absolute financial freedom. And I'm talking about absolute financial freedom, able to not just money freedom, but time freedom, relationship freedom, and location freedom. Okay. This business is the only one I have found that able to provide all the above. How many here want to have absolute freedom? Okay. You're able to travel around the world, do whatever you want to do. And we have duplicated that, not just with me, but hundreds of other people like you. So if you want to have more testimonial and look at it, my team dropped a link in the chat of the testimonial, beyondbnbsecrets.com/testimonial. You see hundreds of testimonial. Okay. Monisha said, this address, you do midterm rental by the room. Okay. I know it sounds sexy. I know that it looks like you can make a lot of money by the room. The math makes sense. But when you actually, in reality, when you do it like that, it's actually like a reality TV show. Because you're putting imagine putting a bunch of strangers into the room, into the house, and you have a reality TV show, okay? So if you want some, some entertainment and dramas, please do that and come back to me in a year if you don't listen and let me know what happened, okay? So I would rather rent it out to one company or one insurance company, and they put their entire staff in there and they manage them. I don't want to manage people. It's like babysitting, okay? Last thing I want to do is manage anybody here, okay? My wife was manager of 1,000 employees, and man, it's pretty tough managing people, okay? Let's put it that way. So just let somebody else do all that hard work, okay? Just pay me to wire me every month, company, and we're good to go. You do your thing, and I do my thing, right? I don't have to manage any of that. That's awesome. Okay. So, okay, so let's get into this property here. All right, first of all, the first thing is what? Location, 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 right? Location, location, location. This one is a 6 bed, two bath. Okay. So first thing you gotta go into the Google map, put it in here, and see where's that here. Okay, so it's outside east of Houston, like in a smaller place, smaller city. Okay, close by the beach, so that's a positive. Close by the airport, okay. And so first thing first, we gotta look at hospitals. Got a few hospitals here, one hospital there, okay. And then you gotta look at hotels. Got a bunch of hotels there, okay. Any hotels out here? Some hotel out here, okay. Now, I give you another bonus, another tips, another big secret. Whole food, whole food, okay. Where's there's whole food, you're pretty sure that's the area is good, the neighborhood is good, and it's higher caliber of clientele. So there's no whole food around, okay. But it's okay because the good thing about this it is closer uh to the beach, to national wildlife. So you can probably you might be able to do a hybrid model, which I haven't really talked about. You can, for those of you who love to do short term, for whatever reason, like you want to host people, you can also do some hybrid model, where the hard time of the year you can do short term, and the rest of the time, most of the time you do midterm. Okay. But this one could be okay, you know. I have to look at it a little bit closer, but yeah, okay. So let's see here. This look like I need a lot of work. I don't know. This update. This is can be updated pictures. You need a ton of work here. Did you rehab it yet? If you do, can you have a link of all the pictures? Because that look really run down. but it might be rehab already. Okay, while she does that, can you make money with one property? Of course, you can make money with one property. Why limit yourself? The most you can make with one property is like 2 or 3K a month, passive income. Helena, I wonder why you asked her. Can you make money with one property? Of course you can make money. But are you gonna get freedom with one property? No. And that's why we learn how to leverage other people's property. To get 10K a month, you need about 5 properties. You get 20K a month, you need about 10 properties. Okay. If you do one a month, 5 months, you get there. You do 2 a month, you can get there in 3 months. You see what I'm saying? Okay. Let's look at another places while we wait for this. How do you leverage other people's property? You sublease it. Sublease it. There is currently a tenant renting a room, 75K in rehab. Do you see what I'm saying here? She obviously bought Monisha, but you bought this property and it's going to take 75K to rehab. It's probably going to take you 6 months to a year to rehab before you make any money. How much did you buy it for, Monisha? You might want sharing 50K, whatever. So she probably put in 100K plus to do one house that's going to take her 6 months to a year to make money from. If she took that same 120K, she can do 10 arbitrage in the next 5 months. Each month, she'll be making money every single month. Okay. Here, let me show you what I mean. You see the difference? Really, you guys, this is so important. You guys understand this. You understand money. You understand freedom. You understand financial freedom. It's all about cash flow. Cash flow equal freedom. Write that down. Not cash, not your assets. Cash flow. It doesn't matter if you have 10 houses, but you're not making any money, or if you're a negative cash flow. Your life sucks. Okay. If you're a billionaire and you have negative cash flow, you still broke and sucks. Your life sucks. Okay. Straight up. But you have cash flow, it doesn't matter. I mean, here's the thing. Does Airbnb own any properties? Put down the chat. Does Airbnb own any properties? No. Does Uber own any cars? No. And yet they become the #1 company in their industry in the least amount of time. The Hilton took 100 years to acquire all this property. Airbnb beat the Hilton in less than 10 years. Why? Because they know how to leverage other people's properties and other people's energy, other people's talent, everything. You understand? Very important you understand that. Because prime example right here, you bought that property, congratulations. You're going to put in another 75K and then probably another year to rehab it, maybe 6 months if you do it fast. And then you make what? 2K a month max net income. Why not make this? For the same amount, 120K, you can do 10 of these arbitrage in a better location with a better property, because, you're just renting the place. You're not buying the property. Does that make sense? When you buy the property, most people buy at C neighborhood, C property, because that's all they can qualify for, right? But when you rent, the difference between A and B property is only a few $100 a month. Anybody can afford a few $100 a month. Make sense? So you can get A plus neighborhood, A property, don't have to do any rehab. Everybody, let them do all the hard work. And you just do this. Month 1, do 1 property, make 2K a month. Month 2, 2 properties, now you're at 6K. Month 3, you do 2 property, now you're at 10K a month. In 3 months, 10K a month passive income. You know how long it takes for me to make 10K a month? 8 years of school and become a doctor, pharmacist, MBA, get out of school. How much was I making? 10K a month. Big deal. 500K in student loans and 8 years of ramen noodle and McDonald's. Okay. It's ridiculous. This, you can make 10K a month in 3 months. Just doing this. And if you want to do more, in 6 months, you can make 20K a month. Sounds good? All you do is, with the same amount, 120K, instead of doing that, you do this. and you get your financial freedom rest of your life. Make sense? And then for those you don't have the 120K, do co-hosting. Do some co-hosting. Like, partner up managing other people's property. You make, instead of 2K a month, you make 1K a month. So screenshot this, put this on the wall somewhere. This is all you need to get financial freedom. This is the holy grail to financial freedom. Okay, it's not your job, it's not your house, it's not your business, but it's multiple sources of income backed up by real estate. Write that down. The key, the holy grail to financial freedom is multiple MSIs, multiple sources of income backed up by real estate. Okay, so co-hosting, which means you basically managing or partnering up with other people, bring them the clients, you join our community, you join our mentorship. We have all the connections with corporate, you connecting the dots, like Steve Jobs said, it's connecting the dots, connecting what we have with what the landlord have is the property, connecting the client, you simply connect them and you make your 20-30% and you get your dream come true. You see what I'm saying? Now, for those of you who like have a ton of money, like one of my friend on here won't mention his name, but I know he's got a lot of property. I mean, a lot of money he want to buy. You can buy two. You can buy one, do some arbitrage, do both. I'm not saying not to buy property, guys, but your money will go 7 to 10 times faster when you do arbitrage, right? And it's a lot less risk. Now, if you want to still buy, yeah, buy. Like I have students like Anne who, she buy a house every 6 months or a year from the money she make from our business, from this business. You see what I'm saying? So eventually, yes, you wanna own a lot of properties, but if you don't make 20-30K a month in passive income, I would highly suggest you go arbitrage or co-hosting ASAP. Okay, so that way you get your freedom. Once you get your freedom, you stabilize, make at least 10, 15, 20K a month. You stabilize. You don't have to say, you don't have to do anything you don't want to do, and then you can buy the property, whatever property you want to buy. Okay, all right. If you want to do, if you're like those of you who are overachievers, you can even do 3 co-hosting a month. This is a formula. If you can do 3 co-hosting a month, because co-hosting, you don't have to put any money down. You see what I'm saying? So it's pretty much, you can just go as fast as you can. Okay. Those are the formula reminder. Okay. All right, let's go back into, hold on, into the chat here. This makes so much sense, Marisha. Yeah. You didn't purchase this. Okay, good. If you haven't done it, don't do it. Okay. Um, and well, yeah. Anyway, Tom, you're already my student. Tom's already my student. This is extra credit over here. We have a coaching call tomorrow. We can dive into your probably more detail, Anyway, let's see if I can have some other people here. Eric. Oh yeah, I did promise Eric. He signed up for the accelerator yesterday, so I gotta do this one real quick for him. Chapel Hill, Madison, Wisconsin. Okay. Google Map. Not that one. All right. Let's look at this. Come on, come on, come on. Madison, Wisconsin, Milwaukee. Okay. Okay. close to 2 highway crossing. That's good. Hospitals. There's several hospitals close by. That's good. Hotels. There's some hotel surrounding. Okay. Pretty decent. Pretty decent, Eric. You know, just a real quick look at it. But we have a call together on Friday, I believe, so we can go into more detail then. Okay. All right. So because of time, let me see. Do you recommend co-hosting outside of state? For your first few properties, I would recommend as close to your home as possible, or if you can within driving distance, like 2 or 3 hour driving distance. Okay. And then once you know how to do it, yes, you can do outside out of state. You explain more about co-hosting, okay? Yes. Do you leverage other people's property? How do you we'll talk about that. I have own pro property, but would prefer midterm renter. How can this work for me? I have my own property. Okay. Yeah, I mean, how can this work for you? We have the sources, we have the know-how to speak to corporate housing and insurance housing. We have the mentorship, everything that we train for you. I have a $2 million lake house that I can call to see about doing arbitrage. How much can I rent it for? I can call the hospital, see if they can do a lease for a physician. $2 million lake house that I can call to see about doing arbitrage. Okay. All right. Yeah, so usually the formula is about 2 times the monthly rent of vacant houses. So if the house is vacant, if it's rent for, let's say, 4,000 or 5,000, you can usually get double that. Yeah. Okay. All right. Let's because of time here, we really gotta move on for everybody's sake here. So definitely appreciate you guys, and I'll do my very best to give you the best possible everything. Okay. So let's look at what's next on the calendar here. Today, we're going to talk about more about how to do this business, what is the business, and how do you leverage other people's property, how do you do co-hosting, also, how do you set up the property to stand out, how do you pitch the landlord, all of that stuff, okay? I have a lot to cover here. So let's get right into it, okay? So let's go in here. Okay, so a lot of people talk about want to know about how to pitch the landlord, whether you do co-hosting or whether you do arbitrage or even you own the property, you got to understand the numbers. Okay, so let me break down the numbers for you. When you rent the vacant home, let's say that it rents for 3,000, you can usually sublease to companies and insurance for about 2 times, sometimes 2.5, sometimes 3 times the rent of the vacant house. So let's say you can get it for 3,000, you sublease it for 6,000. That's on average. You make 20% with co-hosting. After utility vacancy, the owner still net $3,700. You see, utility 500, vacancy 10%, 600. The cash flow to the owner is an extra $700. Remember, most long-term landlord only make 10% of traditional rent. So they went from making $300 in this example to now making $1,000, triple the cash flow, which means tripling their return on investment, which is huge. Okay, make sense? So you can apply this same formula when you do arbitrage, which means you rent for 3,000 and then sublease for 6,000. If you own the property, Usually the rental amount is about your mortgage anyway. So your mortgage, probably 3,000, you rent it out for a company for 6,000. Makes sense? So you make a lot more, like, 3, 4 times more than regular rental, triple the cash flow, right? It's all about cash flow. So does that make sense, guys? Okay. Why do company pay this much? Because it's still cheaper than hotels. Instead of, if you have 4 employees, is it cheaper for you to rent 4 hotels or 1 house? Much better 1 house, right? If you're fire damage, flood damage, hurricane damage, and you have to have kids, you have dogs, are you gonna be? Do you like staying at a small hotel, no kitchen, no backyard? No way. You want a home. Make sense? So insurance housing is phenomenal, and then insurance pay. By the way, company pay, insurance pay is not your money. Who cares, right? So that's why this business exists. Make sense? Okay. Why is this the number one strategy in real estate ever? Because the biggest problem with landlord is people squat at their property and you have to go through evictions. Costs a ton of time and money. Guess how many evictions we have in the last 9, 10 years doing this across hundreds of property, hundreds of students nationwide? Put down the chat. Okay. If you guess 15, you get 20, you get 20. Good, you close, but you're not right. Zero eviction for the past 9, 10 years doing this, hundreds of properties. Okay. Now, why? Because the last thing the company or the insurance client want is, a lawsuit or something that is not, that reputation is on the line. They have a ton of money and resources. They're not gonna, not pay. Does that make sense? So that's why there's no eviction if it's corporate housing. Now, before I did this, I did short-term, I did long-term rental, and my family did a lot of properties too. We always have some issues, right? With something. Somebody lose their job, economy, whatever. Can't blame them, but hey, if they gotta do what they gotta do for their family, right? I mean, but when I switch over to corporate, everything changes, right? So imagine no eviction. That's incredible. Okay. Doing this for 9, 10 years with hundreds of students, hundreds of property with students. Okay. The second biggest problem is maintenance of the properties, toilets, fixing it, cleaning. If you short-term rental, a lot of times you clean yourself because you want to, otherwise you wouldn't make any money because there's no profit. There's not a lot of cash flow. Okay. But when we do it, we rent out to company who an insurance because they have resources. So they pay double or triple. Hey, there's 3 people in the waiting room, guys. Gotta pay attention, get them in. Okay. Gotta double and triple the profit. Okay. So therefore we have money to maintain the property. So we can hire a professional to clean, professionals to do the AC, professional to do the plumbing. You don't have to do it. Does that make sense? So that's why it's amazing. And then traditional property, long-term rental, you make no profit. Most short-term rental now, you make no profit either because it's too saturated. And vacation rental, you make money 3 months out of the year. Nobody gonna go vacation all year round. It doesn't matter where you are at, unless you're in Hawaii or something. But at the same time, Hawaii is so expensive, it doesn't make any sense. Anyway, my point is, if you do vacation rental year long, you will find out 6 months out of the year, you're gonna lose some money. 6 months you make money, 6 months you lose money. So it's kind of balanced out. But with this, we have occupancy rate of about 80, 90% because the occupancy rate of vacation rental is like 40, 50%. So you double, triple your profit. And that's where you're able to make a lot more profit, cash flow, and you can hire a professional to do everything. Make sense? So the pitch to the landlord or the pitch to yourself also is how would you like to make double or triple your cash flow, right? When you manage or co-hosting, then you can say, how would you, Mr. Landlord, how would you like double or triple your cash flow while I do all the work? Who doesn't want to do that, right? Everybody would, right? And you remember, you only need a few properties to get financial freedom, a few landlord, because they have multiple properties. Make sense? So don't ever give up, all right? And then just manage and scale, okay? So real quick here. Here's a lot of students that I have helped, okay? Hundreds and hundreds of students nationwide, you can see here. Okay, you just go on and on and on and on and on, okay? And from all color, all background, doesn't matter where you are, who you from, where you from, who you are, where you from. Kind of, yeah, but anyway, so yeah, this is, just check out this one real quick.
I jumped into this group and I'm happy to report that I had huge success. I received 3 bookings that covered 5 months in 7 days. I'm profiting around $7,000.
We got our first lease signed within a week of joining the program. And that was insane because it was our first big goal, right? Like get our first lease signed, and we saw it as this really big mountain.
Got it set up in a few days, got it listed, and then we got our first booking.
In my first month, I was able to lock my first property in. That was gaining me about $4,500 a month in income.
This group is filled with people of all different levels of experience. And then of course, you know, we have Dr. Chau, the guru.
Dr. Chau and his team have been absolutely amazing.
So Dr. Chau would do a market analysis with us to show us the best areas to invest and get started in. And that was really helpful. Being part of a community of people that are doing it successfully, it makes you feel confident in the moment.
The one who's going to help me get to my goal when it comes to the income flow from here. And this is almost happened, right? Aside from setting it up for the very first.
I quit my job 9 to 5, making surgeon money, really good money.
I'm 25.
I'm 27. Honestly, we're happier than ever.
BNB secrets.
You gotta do it. Burn your boats, man. Man, you just gotta surround yourself with people that are like-minded, share the same passion for life, and don't let anybody tell you that you can't accomplish what you want to accomplish.
And that's this group. Get in this group. You'll do it. You'll quit your job.
That's right. Yeah, in your 20s and be free. Absolutely.
Right? That is awesome, man. I love these guys.
How many properties do you have?
7 in how many months? 4 months
1,500 to 2,500 a month.
per home. Per home, yeah. So that's 6-figure income right here, right? And you're about to get freedom, right?
Definitely. I'm about to quit my job.
That's right. Yeah.
Working on my second one. It's 2 months, and the second one plan is to do a lot more very soon. This guy is great, man. You gotta check him out. He's awesome. If I was you, I would join right away.
Awesome, man. Join us, guys. You're gonna have a lot of fun right here, man. Yes, freedom, guys. Freedom. Freedom isn't free, so make sure you fight for your freedom. Okay, we all have to do it. You gotta fight for your freedom, guys. All right. So, with that being said, for those of you who asked us, how do you work with us? So here, how many want to get one-on-one with me? Okay, 1 hour. Check this out. I have the best possible deal for this new year for you. Okay, so we're gonna go over some more information and some more free classes here. But right now, for those of you, how many here has been understanding of this new paradigm shift, right, of this new way of making money and get freedom? Okay, how many here want to get more help, right? So for those of you who want to get more help, I'm just gonna let it out the back, okay? Straight to the point here, guys. So we have put together an amazing spatial program for this group of people, okay? And I have put together the best possible deal possible. So the offer here is you have VIP access to each of these challenges every month, 2 days. And every week we have live classes where you can be VIP into it, where I will answer your questions and you get first dib. If I look at the questions and you're a VIP, I will answer your question first, okay? That's what VIP mean. And also if I need to stay longer, I can stay longer. That's value at $5,000 right there for the whole year long of this. Then you also get my entire 6-figure insider program. I recorded 5 days intensive with me to show you exactly how to build this business from the ground up. 6 figures in 6 months. That's valued at $1,250. You also get a one-on-one strategy session with me worth about an hour long. So usually I charge about $3,000 an hour for my time. So, I mean, that's, you can put a value in that. But for me, it's priceless because if I give somebody else my time, that's the most valuable thing I have, right? And whenever my life changes, whenever I have a one-on-one with my mentor, okay? That is where you can really change. So you can have that with me. You can have bonus, top advisors, connections, everything. We'll give you the blueprint, we'll give you the 7-figure script to how to pitch a landlord as well, to leverage their property, right? That is super valuable. That's over, I was $999 value. That's probably, I would say worth like 4,000 or 5,000, just that script alone, okay? But you also get all my blueprints I was showing you on how to do this business. What's the formula as well to do this business. You also get into my network, right? You have built a personal relationship with me and our community, who you hang out with and who you're going to become. So very, very important who you take advice from, who you hang out with. And you get all the recording of my free live class as well. So all the recording of my live, for the whole year, value of 1,500. That's over like 100 hours of content. My personal network, I mean, with other entrepreneurs, you can put some numbers on it, but I say it's priceless because whoever you hang out with, I want to applaud you guys for being here. Pat yourself on the back for being here, you know? Because that showed me that you're serious, that showed me that you are committed, show yourself that you're serious. But anyway, the total value of everything here is $11,998. So the offer that I'm giving you guys is not, I mean, I thought about 50% off is really good, right? How many here? 50% off is really good. Okay. All right. I did even more because I want as many people. My mission is to have 1 million families get financial freedom. Right. So in order to get that number, to help that many people, I got to create a much smaller offer to help you guys to get started, to get going. So no more excuses. Okay. I don't want to. Are you tired of just making excuses every single year, not reaching your goals? Right. I mean, isn't this year, you guys feel it? This year is the year. This year is the year, guys. If not now, when? If not you, who will change your family, right? So that's why I gave like an 80% discount on this deal. Basically, it's only $1,997 for the whole year of access, okay? The whole year of access. Boom. Sounds amazing or what? So the link is in the chat. You guys who register today, put down the chat and I'll make sure you get on my calendar for that 1 hour free strategy session, okay? Now, for those of you, that's for the year long. And now I understand this past year has been rough and a lot of people don't have that kind of money for whatever reason, right? I mean, I totally understand. That's why I created a 6-month access for $997, okay? And I even graded a $197 a month because I don't want any excuses, right? I mean, guys, like this is like nothing for me, right? I'm doing this offer almost like charity, okay? Because if you know the amount, the team behind us and all the employees, everything that we do, we have a ton of expenses. But we do this not just for the money, but to help a lot of people. That's why I even graded the $197 a month offer because I don't want anybody making any more excuses. Okay, anybody can do $197 a month, right? So, I mean, if you don't do that, I don't even know what to say. Like, what can you do? I mean, you know, 2K a year is like 2K nowadays, like, you know, sometime a dinner with family, you know, or an Airbnb vacation, Airbnb, right? Or you can buy a bag from Louis or Gucci, you know, and congratulations, you have another item that you're probably not going to use for another, you know, in 5 years. This, the greatest investment is in yourself, guys. That's all I got. Like Warren Buffett said that. The greatest investment is in yourself. He's the greatest investor of all time. I think you know a thing about too about investment. Okay. Tony Robbins asked him, what's the greatest investment of all time? And we all thought he was gonna say like a stock, a company, we're all trying to take notes. He said the greatest investment was in himself. He bought a communication class when he was just starting out, and that has really helped him to excel. Because he said the more you learn, the more you earn. Okay. So with that being said, you know, pick one of these and get going. Okay. If you do it a year long, you save like $400. That's what I would do. And more importantly, it's psychological. So you show yourself that you are serious, you know? And I really want to give some prop to Sherry Ann on here. She's one of my students. She's did the 2K. Boom. Show me she's serious, right? And show herself she's serious, you know? So there's no more excuses. You committed for the year. Just like going to college, guys. I mean, college is like 20, 30, 50, 100K a year nowadays. And people don't even blink to get in line, to apply. I did. I applied to like 10 different pharmacy school. I was in line going interview, hoping to get accepted. And I was paying about 60K a year in tuition, 40K a year to live, basically 100K a year for like 3-year accelerated program, about 400, 500K. And I didn't even like think twice about it. Like, you know, like, yeah, let's do it, you know? And yet when people learn from real life entrepreneurs, real life people that have done what they want to do for only, you know, what, even if this 12,000, is it worth it? Is your dream worth it? Yeah, right. Absolutely. I mean, how much do you invest into your college or your kids' college? This is like a 10th of what you would invest into your college, actually 100th. Like this is like 2% of what you would invest into college these days. That will get you financial freedom, real life community, real life mentorship, real life, you know, ways to make income. And not just a piece of paper hang on the wall, look pretty, okay? But anyway. All right, Eric. Yeah, Eric, sign up. Good stuff. Good job, Eric. Okay, so we just put that out there for you guys, okay? Whether you do this or not, it's not going to affect my life. It's definitely going to affect your life. Okay. So now we're going to jump back into the material. Okay. So next thing we're going to talk about is how do you talk with the landlord? Okay? How do you get them to agree to sublease, and what do you say? Okay. We did mention that yesterday, and we're just going to review it real quick right now for you guys. Okay. So are there any questions about what I just covered with this deal? Special deal that we have. Okay. I'm going to go into now for those of you who, for whatever reason, don't even sign up, I even give out a very special offer right now. Is you can book a call with us. Okay. Depending on your qualification, it's either going to be a 15, 30 minutes call by my team, or you qualify, then you can be on, you can, you know, then I'm willing to take that call with you for the hour. Okay. So that link is also in the chat. For those of you, for whatever reason, still want more information or just to talk to somebody, then you can do that too. So that's the book a call for free strategy session as well, no charge. Okay. There you go. Okay, so we get that out of the way. Let's get into the material here. Okay, so we're talking about maximizing, mastering the art of getting the approval from the landlord. Okay, when you master this art, the word is your oyster, basically. The word is your playground, because you can have access to unlimited properties. Unlimited property, imagine that, okay? Wherever you want to go, okay? So, there you go. How to get landlord to beg you to sublease their property, okay? So we talk about owning versus renting. You can test out the market 10 different ways when you do arbitrage, instead of just do one market, right? Put all your eggs in one mass basket, you can diversify 10 ways. We talk about that. Short-term versus mid-term, just real quick. Corporate housing is 10 times better because it's about 30 times stay. The longest is the stay is 30 times longer. So instead of 3 to 6 days for short term, we do 3 to 6 months. Make sense? So the stays is 30 times longer. So therefore the workload is 30 times less. Make sense? The workload is 30 times less. So once the client check in, there's nothing you really got to do. You know, once the client check in, you're pretty much good for 3 to 6 months with 90% extension rate. If you guys do vacation rental, when was the last time they actually extend their vacation? Usually none, never, right? But with us, we have like 80-90% extension rate because construction project almost never finish on time. Any kind of project company give almost never finish on time, you know? So therefore they got to extend. Make sense? So therefore we have a lot less management and a lot less cost on supplies. If you do a short-term rental, your supplies are huge. Every single week, you know, you got to replenish and pay for cleaning. So let's say you do like 4 cleaning a week and four supply, that's like $600-700 a month. But with midterm, you clean every 3 months. So you actually only spend about $100 a month. So you actually save on supplies, on workload, about $500-600 a month, one per property. So when you have 10 property, that's $5,000-6,000 will be in your pocket, you know? And I don't know about you, but I would rather travel around the world and take care of my family, hang out with my family, instead of managing a lot of vacationers. Okay, vacationers are very tough to manage. It's like a hotel. You don't want to work 24/7, guys. Okay, you want to have a better clientele. Write this down. Who is your ideal client? That is probably one of the most important questions in any business. Who is your ideal client? Is your ideal client the mom and pop, or the vacationer who come in and trash the place, party, throw events without your approval, all of that? Or is it corporate clients, professional, who don't want to lose their job, and all they do is just sleep at your property and go to work? Less wear and tear on your property too, by the way. And then insurance families who already have insurance, they are reliable people who already have a home, homeowners. You see, so they are very high caliber people, and then insurance pay for their stay too. So anyway. All right, here's are the key things you want to talk to when you talk to the landlord. We will take care of the property like it's our own because it's our business, right? Number one. Number two, we get professionally cleaned every few months. We pay for it. Any repairs under $200 a month, we get it fixed ourselves. We're not even going to call you in the middle of the night, Mr. Landlord. And number four, our clients are high caliber people. You know, with established career, they're not going to want to do anything to jeopardize their job or their families. Make sense? So these, like, ask the landlord, Mr. Landlord, Miss Landlord, have you ever have any applicants offer you to do all these things? No way. Right? So that's why it's a win-win for us, and it's actually a bigger win for them, because we're going to be the best and last tenant. Does that make sense? I teach my students all the time, be the best and last tenant, and they will give you more properties. All you need is a couple of good landlords that will trust you, And then the rest of the property will come from their referral, from their network. Does that make sense? So that's why you wanna be the best and last tenant. We basically manage the property for them for free, okay? And we pay for $200 a month in repairs if it's a small repair, okay? So if you, for those of you a landlord, you have a tenants like that, you're gonna do whatever it takes to keep them, okay? Make sense? So boom. So, oh yeah, when you sign up for the accelerator program, I will make sure you get the 7-figure script, okay? That how to pitch the landlord. Also the co-hosting script too, that generated millions of dollars for us, to how to pitch the landlord to do arbitrage. Sounds good? Okay. So anybody who sign up for the smaller offer, put down in the chat, and my team take note of that and send this to them, okay? All right, myth, HOA won't agree to midterm rental. Well, HOA, you gotta find areas where it's more lenient. Okay, some HOA do allow 30 days or more rental. Usually they do, so that's really good, okay? And then within my mentorship, I also show you to communicate ways to HOA where they will allow you to do that as well, okay? Now, even if they don't, it's okay. There are abundance of properties out there, okay? Abundance of properties out there, okay? So have an abundance mentality, guys, abundance mentality, okay? There's plenty of property coming up for rent every single day, and you want to take advantage of that, right? So it's not like wholesaling or rehabbing when you find a distressed property and you look for thousands of property for the whole year to find one. No, here, every single day, you have more rentals coming up on the market, and they want to talk to you. They want to rent their properties to you. Makes sense? They beg for the best tenants possible. They pray for that. So if the HOA don't allow it in your neighborhood that you do arbitrage in, do another place. Okay, it's easy. That's what's awesome about this. Being flexible, being adaptable is the #1 way for your company. Even if you're a small company, you can be a $1 billion company. Prime example, when I was during COVID, remember? COVID shut down 100% of all vacation rental. Even the $1 billion company. My company survived, a small little company compared to a $1 billion company. Why? Because I focus on corporate clients and insurance clients. We have contracts in place. And they actually extend because their project got delayed through COVID. Nobody was vacationing. That's why all the vacation rentals shut down. So when you build a vacation rental business, it's like building your castle on sand. Who knows when another 9/11 gonna happen? Same thing. Another COVID happened. Same thing. You know, nobody was traveling. Every 5 to 10 years, something drastic happened where nobody was want to go on vacation anymore. But everybody had to work and everybody have to live if their home got displaced by disaster or something. Does that make sense? So that's why this business is one, if not, I believe it's definitely the best business out there I have found. I mean, 20 years entrepreneurship, got my MBA, fly all over the world, learn from billionaires, like all these billionaires behind me. I look at hundreds of different models. I have not found anything that's better than this, guys. You guys put down in the chat, you know something, and let's talk about it. But I haven't found any other strategy that will give you this absolute financial freedom, able to do anything around the world while making money, making an impact, helping a lot of families being displaced by the fire, by the flood as well. So it's very fulfilling as well. Okay. But anyway, subleasing is legal, put it in writing, and it's been around for a long time. Most people don't know about it though. So don't be surprised if you talk to your realtor that been doing this for 30 years and they don't know anything about this and they think it's a scam or something. Okay, it's not. Okay, I have students who've been a realtor for 40 years and they don't even know about this because, I mean, it's like people don't share this. What I'm sharing with you guys are trade secrets. You understand? People don't want more competition. When I first started out sharing this on social media, my colleagues in the business, like, what are you doing, Dr. Chau, sharing this? We don't want more competition. But I was like, I'm an immigrant from a third world country, came here with no English. I made it, retired my mom and dad, and help with my family because of this business. I want to help the common people. Okay. So why do we get more competition? Think abundance. Think abundance, guys. When you think abundance, God will bless you, right? When you show other people, help other people, the more you help other people, the more you're gonna get help back. The more you help people get what they want, you're gonna get what you want. Make sense? So, don't take lightly what I'm sharing with you, because all of these I'm sharing with you are like top level stuff that I pay. Tony Robbins, I pay him $150K a year to be my mentor. $150K a year for did that for 3 years. Grant Cardone, hundreds of thousands of dollars too. I mean, these are from billionaires that I learned for all these trade secrets. I'm telling you, that mindset secret, everything. So anyway, so subleasing, the myth is subleasing lead to damage control, property control, or loss of control. Actually, with corporate clients, you don't have to worry about that. There's literally no damages. Plus, if they damages, the company will pay, insurance will pay. Okay. And we have more insurance than regular long-term rental. For example, long-term rental only have rental insurance and the property owner insurance. We have our platform insurance and our company insurance. So we actually have double the insurance versus traditional long-term rental. Make sense? And then we have the leases from the corporate clients to our company to lease the property. So we do have control. Okay. All right. So anyway, book a free call you want. Myth: impossible to find suitable properties for midterm rental. Abundance of property. Every single day, there's property for rent. Every single day. Okay. We give landlords security and peace of mind. Absolutely. Myth: midterm rental arbitrage is too complex and risky. Okay. It's a lot less riskier than buying a property for sure. Right? You put 120K into one property, rehabbing it, take you a whole year. Or you can take that and do 10 properties and make money right away. Less cost to get started, less loss if it doesn't work out. If you don't have the proper mentorship, it could be complex. But if you have the proper mentorship like us, you can be like a teenager. We have a teenager who make like 5K a month doing this. Okay. That's a lot of money for a teenager. Okay. We have truck driver make 20K a month. I mean, you don't have to be smart. You don't have to have a degree. All you need is you to be coachable. Number one thing, write down. Being coachable is the number one thing. Coachable and humble enough to be coachable. Okay. That's the number one thing I'm looking for. Okay. It doesn't matter if you have Michael Jordan talent, but you're not coachable, can't help you. Can't help you. And I have a lot of people that have been successful in other industry and they think they know it all. And they come in here and they crash and burn. And then 2-3 years later, they come back to me and say, oh, it doesn't work, or I didn't work it. Now I'm ready to listen. They just lost 2-3 years of their life, tens of thousands of dollars, and really hundreds of thousands of dollars if they have to just listen to me in the first place. Okay. And actually get freedom and enjoy their life instead of frustrated, burn out with their property that don't make any money. Make sense? So anyway, myth: corporate clients are difficult to attract and retain. It is true if you don't have the resources to get the clients. Okay, so we have tested everything under the sun in this industry. Between me, my hundreds of members, community, we tested like thousands of different ways to get clients. We have the best way. There's a few dozens of proven secret sources that are trade secrets that we have built a connection with to get the clients. Does that make sense? That we're only exclusive to our mentees. Okay. So once you get that, it's very easy. And actually, corporate clients are a lot easier to satisfy than vacationer. Have you ever gone on vacation and everything is an emergency? Like you run out of toilet paper, oh my God, right? I mean, you've been, because you're only there for 2-3 days. Make sense? So you expect a lot because it's got to be perfect, and the pressure of families on vacation and stuff like that, you know, we don't have to go through all that, you know, we all have crazy families, right? Anyway, but with corporate clients, you don't have to deal with that. You know, corporate company, they stay there for months, so they're not under a lot of pressure. They're not, you know, they don't have to get fixed the next day because they leaving the next day, right? They're leaving in 2 days, right? I mean, they don't have to get fixed today. If you need something fixed with the corporate clients, they usually, you know, it's okay, even if it's 1 or 2 days delay, okay? So that's why it's actually easier to satisfy than vacationers. All right, myth: scaling with rental business without property ownership is impractical. It's actually very practical. You can scale 5 to 10, 8 times faster, test the market with little risk. Scaling with ownership is impractical because it takes you years to buy a property. It takes you months to rehab it, right? And I mean, how many people, you know, how many people have rental properties that you own? How long did it take for you to save up and buy those properties? At least 3 to 5 years, right? Every 3 to 5 years, you can buy a rental property that make you, if you do traditional rental, you can cash flow like $300 to $500 a month. Okay, do the math. If you need like 10K a month, you need at least 30 of these properties, each one cash flowing $300 a month. It took you 3 years to buy one. That's what I did. I did the math. I was like, it took me 3 years to buy a rental. I was cash flowing $300 with a long-term rental. And I was like, how long would take me to get 30 property making 10K a month passive? 90 years. Math don't lie, numbers don't lie, guys. Who in here want to wait 90 years to get 30 properties? I mean, come on, you know, all you need is, with this, instead of making $300 a month, you're making like 2,000 a month. So it's like 10 times more profitable. And you can do 2 a month. So you can speed up the process. Instead of waiting, you know, 30, 40, 50 years, you can do it within 3 to 5 months by leveraging other people's property. Make sense? Okay, so the fast method, again, F is to find the right location, A, ask to sublease, S, set up to stand out, and T, to tap into the corporate clients. This is our proprietary system to get you to where you want to go, okay? So we cover location, we cover how to sublease, how to leverage. Oh, very important is that you understand why somebody have no experience can come in and make money right away with us and scale very quickly, because we understand how to leverage our team. Question: have you ever, like, you know, play football, basketball, in the military, whatever? What are your chances of winning if you're gonna play against an entire team, a professional NFL player, by yourself? Not even professional, even the like high school football. Okay, what are the chances of winning if you're gonna go to war by yourself? Pretty like slim and zero, right? Because when you start this business, the property owner gonna ask you, "Oh, I like you. How many of these have you done?" Or the company, the corporate clients, the insurance company will say the same thing. "Oh, I like you. You know, I like you, Rodney. I like you, Brittany. But how many of these have you done?" You're gonna tell them the truth. You're gonna say, "Oh, it's my first one, my second one." What are your chances of succeeding if you tell them that? Amit, right? Monisha, what are your chances? Probably zero. It's very slim, okay? So that is when we come in. When you're a part of our network, you're a part of our mentorship, and your website can be listed. These are all my students that graduated with their own property, guys, with a lot of success, you know? All over the nation here, you see? So imagining your website, your company be featured on here in my network, and you can ethically say, "Hey, we are a part of a nationwide network. We've done hundreds of deals nationwide, not just here in multiple other states. And we're here to see if your property qualify for what we do. If it's qualified for what we do, then we can do X, Y, and Z for your property. Here's our website. Here's our network website. What are your chances now And oh, by the way, we have over 20 years combined experience between our elite partners, which is true. Boom. You see how you have instant credibility, you have instant, wisdom, knowledge, all of that. And then if you don't know what to, if they ask you a question, and you don't know, say, it's a great question. Let me check with my partner. Then you come back to me and our community and ask the same question. Okay. And we have a group chat, a very active group chat, over 150 members, where every single day we talk about this stuff. So wouldn't you rather have 150 people behind your back, got your back, instead of just you figuring this out on your own, right? There you go. That's the secret. The secret is in the community, guys. The secret is in the mentorship. Make sense? That's the true secret, because nobody can do anything great by themselves. Even Olympians have a team that will take care of them, right? Like you look at some of my elite partner here, like this gentleman did 5 properties within his first month with us. I mean, he broke the record, 5 within the first month, and he was making 15K, 20K a month in passive income. And the kicker is he moved back home because his mom had some health issue, and he took care of his mom for 6 months in Canada. His property is in Florida, and he was still cash flowing 15, 20K a month. Now that's true freedom. Make sense? He since have retired and just living life on the beach. Okay. Okay. So, I mean, I can just go through, example after example after example here, but we don't have a lot of time for this, right? So we're going to jump moving forward here. Let me go back into where I was. So yeah, the secret is in how you present yourself as well, and how you have the backing of the community behind you. Okay. All right. Next topic, we're going to talk about how to set up to stand out. Okay. Before I do that, let me check any new questions here. How long do we rent the property for? Up to how long is the term? Usually 3 to 6 months. At least 1 month. Yeah, Eric, we will talk with you more detail on Friday, okay? Yeah, we'll detail on that. You should already receive the 5-day reportings already. If not within the next, after this event, you will receive that. Okay. Okay, how you market this? All right. Rodney Seymour, sign up for the Saturday program. All right. Good job, Rodney. Congratulations. Welcome on the team. Okay. Awesome. Good to have you. Yeah. iPhone. I don't know what your name is, but yeah, so the link is in the chat. You heard right. Yeah, 1997 for a year and $9.97 for 6 months. Okay. So sign up and let's book a one-on-one with me, and I will talk more with you in details. Okay. Yeah, good. Good. Yeah, 38 of these properties. That's awesome. I mean, even just the more you have, the even better, because even just 1 or 2 tweaks of what we can offer can make a big difference for your portfolio. Okay. I mean, even one thing can make you 100K extra a year easy. Okay. iPhone, what is your name? Can you like put in your name, change your name or something? We know who we're talking to, you know? Yeah, congratulations. That's amazing. Okay, I look forward to talking with you. Okay, what type of company and industry I have connection with? Okay, so several like IT companies, construction companies, solar companies, insurance companies. Insurance company is probably my favorite because, you know, insurance have to pay, right? And when a family, and also very fulfilling to help a family going through a disaster like the fire in LA recently, we, you know, we evacuated, so I definitely understand those people. Also hurricane, flood, even if their home get damaged for whatever reason, the pipe burst with a snowstorm, for example, the insurance will pay while their home getting renovated. And it's usually always extend because none of the renovation ever finish on time. Does that make sense? So if it's an insurance booking, pretty much like 90-something% extension rate. That's why I love insurance booking. Okay. Also, like, you know, of course, medical professionals are good as well. But anyway, hope that answers your questions. Yeah, Heidi want to book a call with me. Okay. So you can have the link on that too. If you're not ready to sign up for the accelerated program, you can book a call. If you, depend on your questions in the Calendly questions, if, you know, if it's not very qualified where you are and what we do, if it's not a good fit, then you would talk with one of my advisor for, you know, quick 15-30 minutes. But if you have qualifications, like you have resources and you are serious about this, depending on your answer, then you can book directly with me. Okay. So for those of you who pay for the program, you definitely have a guaranteed 1 hour consultation with me. Okay. So that's how it works. There you go. All right. So again, the offer again is here. For those of you who missed it, drop the link in the offer again. Okay. And then we can go from there. All right. Now we can talk about how to set up to stand out. Okay. How to set up to stand out. So boom, boom, boom. Let's go back in here. Mastering, furnishing. So number one thing when you are doing, when you are furnishing or setting up your property, the number one question you want to ask yourself is, how do I stand out in this busy world, in this saturated world of Airbnbs? How do you stand out? Okay. And corporate housing, the way they set up corporate housing is different from vacation rental. So even though you do a lot of vacation rental, pay attention because this is different. Okay. So let's bypass all of this. What kind of furniture appeal for corporate housing tenants? Remember, these people are here for months instead of days. So you want to think about what people need. For example, they definitely need a good dressers, right? Because they're gonna stay there for months, right? They need good lighting for work, right? They're probably gonna work at their home sometime. And very comfortable bed to sleep in, okay? Because that's the most important thing is sleep for these workers, right? And pet-friendly stuff. So that's the secret right there. That's what make you stand out. That's what separate you from hotels, okay? Because everybody loves their pet. I love my pet. I have a little toy poodle. I love him, right? So you must be pet-friendly, okay? That is so important, okay? So for example, if you have like a private backyard that's fenced in, right? You can have some treats for the pet. You can have some, you know, some games, some toys. All these things will really help too. Okay. All right. How would you budget for the furnishing a midterm rental property? Remember, the criteria for our midterm rental is 3-bedroom, 2-bath, at least, single family home in nice suburban neighborhood. Write that down. Not townhome, not condo, not apartment. Now, if you already have those that you own, you can still make money from it. I'm not saying no, but I'm saying if you, when you expand your property, that's what you look for, okay? If you can, look for even 4-bedroom, 2.5 bath, that even better. Okay, if you have a 4-bedroom, 2.5 bath, that will be how you can stand out as well. So you don't need luxury rental. You don't need luxury Airbnb. So our formula is pretty like, you know, you want to be about, you want to have a nice home with a nice furniture, and that's it. You don't need to anything luxury. Make sense? So you only need about anywhere from around 7-10K to furnish the property. A 3-2. Okay, you have a 4-2, a little bit more, but that's about it, right? And because we've been doing this for a long time, we have a list of everything you need to get, all of that, and save you a lot of money for doing that. Like, you know, probably thousands of dollars if you do it on your own. Okay. Here's a big secret too. Pre-owned. You don't have to buy it brand new. The only thing you need to buy brand new are the mattress and the linens, of course, the towels, all of that. But the rest, you can pretty much buy pre-owned. Okay. What other amenity and furnishing you have? You need, must have, kitchenwares, plenty of that so people can cook. That's one of the big reasons why they want to have the corporate housing. The employees save a lot of money versus eating out, right? So they're gonna be cooking. Families gonna be cooking. So all these kitchenwares, rice cooker, kettle, all these are very important. Okay. And you want to have a lot of fake plants and mirrors. Write this down. You can never have enough fake plants and enough mirrors. Why? Because mirrors give you natural lighting, and they will give you more perception of more space, right? It will make the room seem bigger. And you put in fake plants because we were built to live in the garden. Remember the garden of Adam and Eve? We was born into the garden. We wasn't born into a cardboard box like most of the homes we live in these days. Okay. So we want to beautify it as much as we can with fake plants, so that way it seems like you know, your eyes and your minds would love to live in the garden. Make sense? I mean, imagining this picture on the right here without the plants, without the mirrors, and you have a pretty boring chair and, you know, boring place, you know, but you just put that there and boom, you have a pretty cozy place with natural lighting. Make sense? So this is a must-have. Also, must-have blackout curtains, noise reduction fans. Why? Because the most important thing for these corporate clients are sleep. You sleep and rest, right? Some of them are medical professional. They have to work overnight, work long hours. So they sleep in the daytime. So you need blackout curtains. Make sense? And noise reduction fan. And if you want to have a bonus, I would throw in an humidifier with aromatherapy, essential oil, aromatherapy. Boom. You make it into like a spa now. Good. All right. Okay, so here's one of the secrets for your mattress that can save you thousands and thousands of dollars. Okay, memory foam mattress, 10 inches thick. Boom. People love it. People don't even, people thought we spent thousands of dollars on it. It's like a few $100. You can buy it from anywhere, from Amazon, Walmart, whatever. That's one of the big secret for you guys. Okay. Boom. You know, that's how we save thousands of dollars. Don't buy any wooden, like used. If you buy pre-owned, don't buy any pre-owned wooden headboard, for example. Don't ask me why. I had experience with bed bugs before. I'd throw away everything. Cost $10,000. My mistake. It's your game. Okay. So that's what I'm talking about. I've gone through a lot of nightmares, a lot of bad things for the last 10 years, but all those things are good news for you because you don't have to experience them. Okay. So do yourself a favor. Only buy brand new mattresses. Okay. Only buy headboard that are not wooden. Anything wooden, you gotta be careful of if it's used. Okay, stainless steel equipment. Very, very important. The good news when you do arbitrage is you don't have to spend 50, 100K to build this kitchen. See this amazing kitchen right here? I'm sure somebody spent 50, 100K rehabbing the whole house. You don't have to. You can literally rent, pick and choose the best places for maybe a couple $100 more a month in rent. But you can pass that on to the corporate clients. Make sense? All right. So we have checklist, best practices. Do you ever need to take care of your property? And we analyze each property for you as well. Tell you what you need, what you don't need, why you need this, why you need that. All of that in our mentorship. Okay, so with that, any questions about the furnishing? Yeah, I mean, if you have like a live aloe and you can maintain it, that's great, you know. The reason why we do fake lands because we don't want to maintain it. It's a lot of work to maintain. But yeah, like aloe could be okay, you know. But yeah, I mean, it's up to you. Yeah, I mean, like for the headboard, if it's like wooden or any kind of fabric, if it's like old, like Brion, just wooden really is the main thing. Yeah, the tomato frame is a lot better. You don't have to worry about bed bugs or termites or whatever, you know. Okay, let's move on here. Memory foam mattresses. That's the main thing. I mean, there are some brands that we have, but the thicker the better, like 10 inches. Okay. Okay. So that's the furnishing part. Let me see what else. What else? Any other questions right now? Now let's jump into, let's check this out real quick. Okay. It's really good for you to understand and hear from other people experience. You learn from their success and failure as well. So for those you don't know, Grant Cardone is a multi-billionaire in real estate, multi-billionaire, 10, 12,000 units. And it would take a lot for him to shout anybody out. So I just want to let you guys know that he's my mentor and he's also shout me out. So check this out.
No, this is my guy right here. This is my guy. TikToker. This is my guy. Dream come true, man. I've been dreaming seeing this guy hang out with him. Look at this view, man. Yeah, dude. So, Grant, what are 3 tips for our audience out there? Yeah, number one, you got to commit. You got to commit to whatever the dream is, man. You got to commit to the dream. 2, you got to surround yourself with other people that will support that dream. 3, you got to fund it. That's where we can help you. Right. Him, myself, we can help you fund your dreams. But you got to commit first, then you got to connect, then we got to fund it. And how many people you want to impact? 7.8 billion.
That's right.
But mostly you.
That's right.
You.
Yes.
That person right there.
Go to grantcardone.com right now. DM Grant Cardone, okay?
Well, what else you want to tell the audience? Follow this guy.
All right, baby.
Love it. Have a good time on yacht. Okay. Let's check this out.
Everyone's helping me. I had questions about how scripting myself, how to talk. These are things that I only got here.
What makes this one different? This is so much more intimate. The amount of information, the vibes, the questions answered, the one-on-one time, the networking. There's nothing else out there that I've been to like this.
This is more like a family environment. We can spend our hour on the business side, we can spend our hour on the family side, on the personal side, and everybody support each other. So that's the main idea about being together in a group like this, is feel that it's appreciated. Everybody's part of something.
The amount of knowledge and the energy that they have here is incredible. Honestly, blown my mind. It's like, wow, I really could have been doing this at 15.
This course is to enrich yourself, your family. This is creative real estate. That is the mindset that I didn't get anywhere else. And that's what I find very refreshing.
Oh, it's awesome, man. I've learned quite a bit, and it's just really motivating, and it's making me want to jump right on.
It's been out of this world. People are so friendly. We're getting these aha moments, and everyone's just popping up, and it's so great to just come together and experience this as a community, but at the same time, we're all one.
I was back and forth about, should I do the virtual and save a little money? And it's not about saving money. For me, it's about the value. It ended up being, I wanted putting that extra little bit, meet Dr. Chau and Nick and everybody else on the team. That in person is priceless. And networking is the best thing. That's one of the reasons I came. You can get a lot of stuff from YouTube and all these free things, but that time that you're taking from YouTube, it might take 3 months. We can accelerate in 3 weeks, maybe in 3 days.
A lot of people join a mastermind or a mentorship. They think that's it, but I personally think that you need to keep attending these events and to really just stay in that environment and that mindset. I needed to come here today, and I'm glad I came. You can't miss out this opportunity.
Being in person, being in the moment, it's a whole nother level, 100%.
The best thing, not just about arbitrage or making all the money, is that the networking that you have. Because Dr. Chau goes to these huge events, and every single time there's a new person that comes in, they're either multifamily, huge investors, like just big time money. If you don't have the money to go into a deal by yourself, you can partner with other people inside of this.
I'm so happy and so glad I found Dr. Chau in one of the events. It's amazing. Just a month as a student, and we're doing great. I highly recommend.
Gotta come here. You've got to get pumped up. You've got to be around like-minded people. That's the main thing.
Dr. Chau, he did a live call. He'll make you do live calls. So it's like you want to walk away from the event with your first house. I may be actually walking away. Dr. Chau did a live call on one of the properties that I was telling him about and put the guy right on the speaker. I've got a meeting with him on Sunday when I get back into town, and I'm looking at getting one, but he also expanded while he was on the call to ask the gentleman if he had additional properties, and he did. So he's got 2 more that he might be interested. So it's just super exciting to be able to walk away from the event with something that's going to pay me.
I got 2 houses on the hook. I'm got everything set up. I'm going to pull the trigger on these 2 houses, get them in contract, and then I'm going to re-roll this stuff in and amplify it. I got a goal of 8 houses right now for the end of the year, but I plan on slamming that deal and making it happen.
When you're doing this arbitrage and corporate housing, you're your own boss. And obviously there's some liabilities that come with that. But what are you trying to be? Would you rather work for someone or would you rather work for yourself and make tons of cash flow?
Don't wait. Don't fear. Do it. What you will learn at this event will pay you within a week.
Don't skip on those. It's an eye-opener, a lot of more information.
But it's a game changer. It is literally a game changer. Invest in yourself is the most important thing that you can ever do because nobody can take that away from you.
Come. It's well worth it. It's worth every cent, every penny. When I signed up, I would have never thought that I was going to get the help that I'm getting right now.
You guys need to get off your couch, okay? Go to Price Point, book your flight, and get over.
I love it. Dude, I hope to see you the next one.
Check out any questions here. How do you do with cleaning company? A list of what they need to do. Yes, we have lists of what they need to do, how to manage it as well, and how the best practices And then when you're more advanced, you can hire somebody who manage everything. Like me, I have a team who manage all my properties. So that way, you know, I mean, I never had to talk with a client for a long time now. Okay, so spend about maybe a couple hours a week. There you go. We might, yeah, we might have a live event this year. We might. And there's a lot of crazy things happening, but yeah, well, that's definitely on my list. Mona, pet friendly question: how do you work around contract? German Shepherd, Pitbull, major owner, rental will not allow on any given contract, and probably insurance. Okay, how do you work around a contract? German Shepherd. Okay, got it. Some owner don't allow, you know, don't allow pet. So, I mean, I don't want any pit bull either. Okay, so I don't want any like big aggressive dog either. I'm talking about like small, normal dog, maybe small cat. Okay, that's something you can talk with the owners about. And if they are so hard on that, I would go to the next owner. You know, there's so many plenty of properties out there. Why limit yourself? Okay, I mean, you know, we're not talking about getting a bunch like 3 or 4 aggressive dogs, stuff like that. We're talking about 1 or 2 small ones, you know. So, but that would make a big difference in getting the clients, because a lot of clients, you know, especially insurance clients, they have pets and they're not going to rent if it's not pet friendly. Okay. So yeah, if you have a property and you're not pet friendly because you have allergies, it's okay. Go arbitrage somebody else's property, get somebody else to clean it. You're not gonna be cleaning it, so don't worry about it. Okay. All right. Let's see what else. So when you go, I want to show you guys when you go on Zillow. Here's some criteria that you should search for. Okay. What I think would be great for the corporate, especially for events. Is this a viable area? Okay. Okay, let's check this out. Actually, before I check this out, I want to show you guys how to go into Zillow. Somebody give me a market that you want to look at. Birmingham, you mean? Spell wrong, but I think it's Birmingham or DC. Okay. Bunch. Awesome. Awesome. Good, 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 good. South Carolina. Okay, good, 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 good. A lot of different options here. What should I pick? What should I pick? What should I pick? Aha! Let me see. I love this. I'll pick something that I think is relatively like, you know, similar to other places. Pretty standard. Okay. So the whole point here is it's not really about the location right now. It's about what you look for in Zillow. Let's say, I mean, I'm right here at Phoenix already, so might as well. So you want to look for rent, right? And you want to look for 4-bedroom, 2 bath first. You want to look for home type. You want to look for houses, entire place. Okay. And then click on more. Go down. Single story only is something that is a good thing as well. So you want to check that out first. If it has 2-story, it's still working. It still work. But single story will be the best. Okay. Allow cats, allow small dogs. Okay. lot. Zoom out, see other places, prices. For rent, yep, yep. Yep. So these are the ones that will fit your criteria first. Okay, so go call these people first and then pitch them the deal. If you don't get what you want, you can also take off the single story and that will have a lot more option for you. You see? So boom. So for example, if you look at, I know Scottsdale is a pretty good area. All these areas is pretty good. And when you look at the amount for rent, you want to look at something where is the average rent. So definitely not 13,000, right? If you look at around here, the average rent for a 4-bedroom, a decent one, let's say it's about 3,000 to 4,000 bucks, right? So that's what you should be looking for, around 3,000 to 4,000. Okay. Make sense? So therefore, you can even set the price. Maximum 4,000. For example, if you're in like Alabama, you're in the South, you're in Milwaukee, maximum 2,000. Okay. Whatever the average rental is, plus or minus about a few $100. Okay. Make sense? So boom, you see? And then you download this on your phone, you set an alert. Every single day, you will get new properties that you can look at. You see how many properties out here? Abundance. The abundance of property. All you need is 5 to 10 to hit 10, 20K a month and achieve your goals. Get financial freedom. You see what I'm saying? So it actually, I would stay around 3,000 to 3,500. Okay. There's no reason why you want to reach for the 4,000 either. Okay. So that's the good thing as well. You don't have to get the crazy luxury property. Just make sure they did the renovation inside. Make sure that, it's in a good, decent neighborhood with good schools. And after the races, you go. Okay. You got it? So these are the criteria here. Make sure you have that and you search in your market. And using the 3 H's that I told you, you should know what area to look for. Okay. Sounds good. Scottsdale, yeah, Scottsdale is good. Orange County, California. Okay. I mean, yeah, anyway, so this here is to show you to set the criteria to look for. That's the most important. And to know that there's plenty of properties, so there's an abundance of property, right? You don't have to, you're not really trying to back the property owner. You want to be confident. You want to know that you actually have the upper hand. Like they actually need you more than you need them. Okay, because they're not gonna find a better tenant than you and the corporate clients. So you have the upper hand. Once you join my mentorship, you have the connection to the corporate clients and take care of the property, right? So just keep that in mind. You interviewing them as much as they're interviewing you. Okay. Boom. Makes sense? Awesome. All right. Let's we only got about 10 minutes left. So I'm gonna, any last questions I can answer? You can MTR out of state, yes. I wouldn't recommend it in the beginning. If you don't have any experience, do in your local state first. But yes, you can absolutely do it out of state. It would be highly recommended to meet the property owners in person, yes. To build that relationship. I mean, we have an example, many example where they don't even check your credit or income, and because they like you so much, right? With one of our students, okay? Always build that relationship, okay? Now, you don't have to do this all the time. Only remember, you only need 1 or 2 properties a month. So, you know, if you meet 10 owners and one of them like you and give you 1 or 2 properties, you good for the whole month. You see what I'm saying? And once you set it up, you can make money off of it every single year for a long time. I mean, some properties have arbitrage for over 8, 9 years now, you know, that I don't even own, right? Do you think ADUs are corporate, okay with corporate housing? Yeah, if you're in California, yeah, I mean, anything is expensive in California, right? So, yeah, ADU can definitely work. How long is the term to sign up with the owner? At least 1 year. If they want 2 years, you can do 2 years as well. So the difference between 1 year and 2 years is not that big of a difference, because don't worry that you're not going to be on the hook for the lease, because the risk is still the same, whether it's 1 year, 2 year, 3 years. Because as a landlord, the worst case scenario, if it doesn't work out, they keep the deposit and the 1 month rent, and that's it. They're not going to chase you and take you to court to go on eviction for months. That's not going to happen, okay? That's the last thing the landlord want. But remember, the risk is a few $1,000, but the reward is 10 times the risk. So that it's called asymmetrical risk to reward ratio. Again, very important. That's what I learned from Tony Robbins, billionaire. When you look at any deal as a billionaire, they look at what's the risk, what's the reward. If it's at least, if the reward is 5 times more than the risk, then they take the deal. You know, that's how they all do it. The reward is 10 times the risk. So you only need to be right 1 out of 10 times to make money. Can y'all be right 1 out of 10 times? Right? Yeah. Without help, you're gonna be right 9 out of 10 times. We're not perfect. I'm not gonna say you're gonna be right 100% of the time. Okay. But 9 out of 10 times is pretty good. Actually more like 95%. Okay. Every once in a while, there's one that doesn't work out. It's okay, but because you got to focus on 10. That's why I love the 10x philosophy, not the 1x. Okay. 10x. Focus on getting 10 houses this year. You can do 2 a month, get there 5 months, or 1 a month, get there in 10 months. Imagine you have 10 houses making you $20,000 a month. Even one of them fell off, doesn't work out, you're still making 18, even 15K a month. Passive. How's that work? Pretty good, right? And if it doesn't work out, guess what? Close it down, open another one down the street or another neighborhood. It's so much easier to get in and out of. Very flexible. Makes sense? You're not selling the property, you're not buying another one, rehabbing it and all that mess. Okay. So hopefully that really makes sense to you, because it's all about, most of the stuff are really about mindset. Okay? Mindset. So, all right, let's check out one more video, and then we probably call it a day.
I want to introduce somebody very special, amazing, awesome student who's working 50 hours a week with 2 little kids. It's really blown my mind how working moms can also build a side business that within months able to make six-figure income. Now she have 20 properties, 20 corporate housing, generating more than doctors make. And also travel. She travel, take vacation almost every single month. I'm just so happy and grateful to have her here. Is Coach Ann.
Hi guys, I'm Anne. To be correct, I'm actually having 21 properties. It wasn't that I'm taking vacation every month, but actually every week. I wouldn't be able to do all that without doing the corporate housings. I've been
Real pause. So Anne came to me when she had little kids, working 50 hours a week as a loan processor. Frustrated and burnt out, very much no end in sight, right? Within 3 or 4 months, she did 7 property, making 10K a month. Quit her job within 6 months. And after that, like you heard her, I thought she was taking vacation every month. She's taking vacation every week. So you can manage this anywhere around the world, all right? These two couple are, she's a dean of a school over 40 years, so she understands education. And she says that we have definitely like the best program for this. So
Dr. Chau for a long time on Instagram. Because for me, I'm thinking if I'm going to invest, I want to make sure that I invest wisely because I worked hard for my money, right? And so I've been following Dr. Chau for a long time. Our life has just been so much easier with corporate housing, with our one house. For the last months, we've spent honestly the entire time, like 5 hours within like these last 5 months. So an hour a month, guys, honestly.
What I like is the access, having access to Dr. Chau, the coach. I got his phone number. I can call him for anything. You got to make time or you can get on their schedule, but Dr. Chau is ready to answer my call if I need it. I tested him. And when I say test him, I test his character. And that's what I like about Dr. Chau. He's a real guy. That's why I appreciate Dr. Chau and the program and stuff.
It has been a learning experience for us because it's a whole new business. We also come from corporate America, college and real estate. All of that was completely new for us. I had a hard time with making the phone calls, but like you guys said, like, it's just important to just go for it and make the calls. And we did, we jumped on it, started making phone calls. And after that, it really only took 2 or 3 phone calls. We got our first property in September. We went to go meet the property owner and he's like an investor. And when he met us right away, we introduced ourselves, met him in person, shook his hand. Felt like we were family. He never did a background check on us, credit check, nothing. He signed the lease that night. Definitely a blessing. And then we had our house listed within 2 weeks after that. He actually referred us to an investor friend. So our second property that we got, they offered it to us. We listed it on a Wednesday, and by Friday we had 3 inquiries, and it's booked for 3 months now. This house.
did you hear that? They didn't even check her credit or anything. They just do it because relationship. Okay, very important. You understand relationship.
We rented for $1,895, I think. With the insurance, we're charging $4,200 per month.
We have faith in this program and we're happy with the coaches. Been really great to us. We're excited to get our 3rd and 4th property by the end of the year, hopefully. Let's go.
Within the first month of joining the program, we had a baby. The next month, we onboarded 3 houses. What is your excuse? Let's get on board.
So last year, Kathy went to our event like this, just sitting in your seat. She had one property where she was struggling with short-term rental, blah, blah, blah. And now fast forward a year now, how many properties you have now? On average, 2K a month for properties, making 6-figure income, man, in 1 year.
Right now I have 3 properties.
Awesome. And how much you make average per property per month?
About 3 to 3.5 per property.
It's 3,000 to 3,500 per property. So man, you're killing it. And those 3 properties making almost 10K a month.
I started my last September. I started with nothing and just enough money to get 1 house. Now I'm at 9 houses. I took 5 houses last October. My gross annual right now per month is about $65,000 a month.
This is one of the best masterminds I've been to. I've formed a lot of great relationships, partnerships, just from this one weekend. Better concepts of how to do this business, what to say.
65K a month. So, okay. Last thing I want to leave you guys with is, what is your dream worth? What is your dreams worth? When would now be a good time to change? Okay. January 2025, guys. And I want to say very grateful to be here with you guys. is about time, right? Are you just frustrated, sick and tired of doing the same thing over and over again, expecting different results? Okay. That is the definition of insanity by Albert Einstein, right? So I will challenge you guys. It's a challenge. I challenge you guys to take on the challenge. Okay. Invest into yourself, whether, I mean, with us and whoever, but hey, you are here for a reason. We met for a reason. I don't believe in coincidences. You know, I believe in divine connection. I'm also a Christian. I believe in God. Brought us together. We have the responsibility to help you guys. Okay. So right now, what is your dream worth? Is it priceless? How about your family? What about who is number one person you must fight for? Write that down, guys. You will do more for other people than you do for yourself. Is it your daughter? Is it your son? Is it your spouse? Is it your parents? Okay. Write that down and take this seriously. Okay. So again, the offer for our group here is a special offer. You have VIP access to all my live classes every week. You get VIP access to my challenges every month. Where as VIP, I will answer your question first. I will also stay longer if needed and take care of you. That's over $5,000 in value. You get the entire 6 figures insider program recorded 5 days intensive with me, you know, over a lot of hours of content. That's over $1,250 in value. You also get a one-on-one 1 hour strategy session with me personally. Value of that's about $2,000-3,000. You get bonus to my arbitrage group as well. And you got my blueprint, my script to contact a landlord, my co-hosting script, and also some of my formulas, so that way you can get started. That's over $1,000 in value as well. You also get access to this community, this amazing community. You know, who you are, who you're gonna be, is who you hang out with. It never changes. It's a golden rule. That's over $1,250 in value, right? And you also get a recording of all my live classes and challenges. That's another $1,500 in value. The value of everything is $11,998. Basically, like at least 1 year or 2 years of college. Instead of giving you guys, like charging you guys this, I'm giving you guys 80% off. Again, it's only $19.97 for the whole year of access. That's it. Like it's a nice, you know, Gucci bag these days. Okay. I mean, it's probably like a decent, nice dinner for the family. But this will change your life. Okay. This will change your life. 12-month access with all of this. How many in here understand it will change your life? Okay. Now, again, that's for 12 months. Now, you don't have that, or you're not ready for that, I understand. So that's why I give you a 6 month for $9.97. And if you're still making excuses, sorry for you, but I mean, let's start making excuses and make things happen, okay? This is like ridiculous. I don't know how else I can make it better for you. The $197 a month is really for people who absolutely like kind of rock bottom. That's what I would think. I would sign up for at least the $997. Show yourself that you're serious. Show us you're serious. So our conversation will be a lot higher when we have that one-on-one talk with you, right? There's that strategy, the game plan for you, okay? When you show yourself you're serious, you're gonna make things happen as well, right? Because, you know, have you ever like said you're gonna do something, then you procrastinated, then you didn't do it, and then a year passed by, and then 2 years passed by. You know, I should have invested in real estate a long time ago. 10 years ago was the best time. You know, oh, I do it next year. I do it next year. You know, I have so many people, I mean, especially friends from back in the day, call me up every single year, and they still wouldn't even like do it. They just keep telling themselves that, oh, I do it later. Okay. Well, later never come. We only have now. The future is the future. Okay, the past is the past, we can't change that. We only have the present, okay? And like Tony Robbins said, when would now be a good time, okay? So I highly recommend you sign up for one of these offers. Show yourself you're serious and change your life forever. And then we talk on a strategy call and go from there, okay? Okay. All right, sounds good, Sean. Yeah, we gonna jump on a call with you right after this, I believe. Yeah, okay. When is the best time to plant an apple tree, right? The first best time will be 10 years ago. The second best time will be now, okay? So, sounds good. Monisha, all right, welcome, Monisha. Welcome to the team. All right, Monisha, sign up. There you go. All right. So I look forward to talk with you guys, and we will end everything. Always end everything within a peak state. Right now, your state, your physiology, your focus, they all matter. Okay. So that's what I learned from, Tony Robbins. You gotta end on a peak state. You gotta be in the right state of mind. All right. All right. So everybody put your fist in, and then we end this with a bang. Okay. Boom, boom, boom. Check this out. We're gonna count down from 10 to 1. Okay. Unmute yourself, count down with me, fight for your freedom. And I see you. For those who sign up, congratulations. I see you in the next call. God bless you guys. Thank you so much for being here. I don't take it lightly at all. I appreciate each and everybody being here. Okay. So let's end it with a bang, guys. Ready? Count out with me. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yes, celebrate. Yes. Yes. Guys on the back, guys. Good job for being here. That was not easy.
Thank you.
Find the best year possible, okay? The best year for you and your family. No matter what anybody say. You have a dream, you're it. People can't do it, they tell you no, say next, okay? When they say no, you say next. Got it? Got to protect your dream. This can come true for you. Don't listen to the naysayers. Listen to the success story, the community that we have. We will make it happen with you. We will guide you every single way, side by side with you, and celebrate with you, cry with you, every single day, every single week. All right? Fight for your freedom, guys. Fight for your freedom. What if all your dreams can come true this year? What if you get that freedom this year? What do you do for your family? What do you do for your life? Celebrate, guys. Celebrate. Yes. It's your year. Do this. I'm out.